If Sneako is really about his whether he wins or loses, he should fight Brandon. But no, he's a fucking coward and he sees Moist as an easy target. Well, Sneako has completely been getting eviscerated by the internet for the past couple of days, and you already know, now I gotta have my own shot at it. This all starts with MoistCritikal making fun of a story that was being told on Fresh and Fit where Walter began talking about pulling 3 women in one night.
He's like, damn, that's my shorty want to come in town. So basically, we were smashing the same chick.
No, you weren't. The only thing you've been smashing is your meat into your hand, you liar.
Which already sounds pretty skeptical to me, but hey, if Fresh and Fit got it like that, they got it like that. But honestly, the story itself really wasn't that believable. And so MoistCritikal then began to, make fun of this story and kind of poke holes in it because really, it doesn't make sense and it's his right to. So hey, there's that. But here's when things get kind of confusing and crazy because Sneako takes it onto his behalf in order to defend Fresh and Fit from what Charlie's saying in this video. And I've actually seen a similar instance of Sneako trying to defend one of his friends, that being Andrew Tate in one of his music videos where he was getting criticized. Sneako also took it upon himself to defend the video. I'm all for defending your crew and everything, but honestly, if they're not getting mad or they're not upset in the slightest, why take it upon yourself to get mad for them? So this entire beef with Charlie just came out of the cut for no real reason because honestly, Sneako doesn't really have a right to be upset at Charlie for having an opinion on Fresh and Fit's story because honestly, who cares whether or not Charlie believes what Fresh and Fit are saying? It really doesn't even matter in the slightest. He's not the first person who's going to criticize them, nor is he the last. And so, in defense for his friends, Sneako takes it upon himself to not only get mad for his friends, but he also decides to disrespect Charlie's relationship.
I'm not gonna say names. Someone texted me. He's in a monogamous relationship. This is his girl. So there you go. I mean, I told you, I could hear it in your voice. The fact that someone doesn't have to abide by those rules. Someone could go and f*** a lot of bitches. That it's so foreign to a lot of people's ideas because when you get brainwashed, when you get told that monogamy is the answer.
Honestly, I have never seen such low behavior, man. It's just wild how all these guys in this red pill bull, all this alpha male they talk about being a man, right? Yet they go as far as going against the taboos of what it means when it comes to respecting your fellow man. We never come at a man's religion, his politics, and his women. And this man Sneako came at Charlie's relationship. It is insane to me. He just holds his phone up with a picture of Charlie and his girlfriend. Honestly, I've only seen some of the most grimy ass bitches do this shit, man. They're all about preaching some masculine shit. This is the furthest from masculine you could ever be. So petty. So he had nothing to say about Moist in the slightest. So he had to go as far as to talking about him and his girlfriend. That is just asinine. It's honestly just low, man. And this dude took it upon himself to just dig for shit on Moist, man. Imagine it. He just went here and dug through all of his and found this photo of him and his girlfriend just to try and disrespect him a bit. Is that not some grimy feminine shit? Let's keep it real here. Is that not what that is? If not that, it's just weird. Honestly, it's both. All right, let's keep the ball rolling, man. All right, so Charlie hits back at him, even though he doesn't really want to, and he points out the fact that Sneako is someone who enjoyed Cuties.
I watched Cuties last night, and it was pretty good. It's a pretty good movie. I went in ready to hate like everybody else. I saw the cover, and I got clickbaited. So did you. You got clickbaited. The thing about Cuties is it's not an unrealistic film. Yes, it shows children in a sexual way, but this is not unusual now. And the people who are really mad about this aren't Gen Z.
Imagine claiming children in sexual positions is clickbait. Yikes. That's rough. You admit that the children were sexualized. That is bad. Okay? That means the movie failed in its mission.
And not only that, it gets even worse. But let me get on this cutie shit, man. What? Dude, this guy actually took the time out of his day to watch that shit. You know what? That is just disgusting. I wouldn't even bother. You know why I wouldn't bother? Because you can't unsee things. why would I want to take the time out of my day knowing that I'm going to be looking at something that I do not want to look at? Why would I open my mind to that shit? No one really has to watch this fucking movie to understand that it's just softcore child bro. It's gross. I will never watch that shit. And Sneako is out of his mind for even trying to defend that damn film, bro. Honestly, I don't know why. I just get the impression that Sneako just goes against the grain just for the sake of doing it. And honestly, when you're doing that, there's really no point in going against the grain. Because if you have a reasonable standpoint, you know, a viable perspective when it comes to going against the grain, then yeah, I get it. But like, when your opinion differs and you're just going against everything and you're just so very combative, it's hard to tell whether or not what this guy is preaching is genuine. And considering the fact that he's actually saying he enjoyed cuties, I'm hoping it's not genuine. Then Charlie begins to beat Sneako down even more. Alright, so Sneako ended up going to a party.
I've seen her other men, and it's just like that.
You've seen it?
Yeah, I saw it like
Oh, no,
like
I
literally
can't.
right.
I can't be no
okay,
Hold
far
on,
away.
I want to
Just far
start
away.
from the beginning.
How does
so
that-
you came, so let's go because I want to get into all that. That's
Yeah.
fantastic stuff.
So I wanted to break this down, like, because this was imagine seeing the girl you love like
Get
get. Yeah, I do. I love it. Yeah, I love her. I was about to say I love. Let me not say that. I love my
Queen.
wifey, my queen.
And
Good
you
answer, good
allowed the love of your life to get by another man.
I don't know why, what in the name of God just compelled him to think that this was a good idea. Sneako wanted to match that swinger energy, and in doing so, of course, you're trying to swing, you're gonna get swung. That's just how that's gonna go. And when it comes to that whole entire situation, I don't know what it was that he was trying to prove to himself or probably his followers by, you know, trying to be that man and f***ing as many women as he wants. And of course, you know, rightfully so, he felt like his woman should do the same, but he cannot act like he was hurt by that shit because he talks about how he sees the shit like it's PTSD. Like, he even called his woman his queen. He would go that far, but he would allow her to get f***ed by another man. For what? And the worst part is that he was in the same bed when it happened.
So I got this girl on top of me, and she's, I don't know, yo, I'm just not. And my girl's right here, and she's like, and I'm like, oh, yo, I'm like feeling traumatic thoughts, like seeing her with another person. It's a lot. But I think it's something everybody should do just to test. I know. You know what?
I don't know what was going on with his head. I don't know what in his mind told him that it was okay to let the woman he loves get done like that in front of him. I really feel like when there's a lot of like disingenuous nature within you and you end up doing shit like this, that's when you're really put on blast. And, you know, he ended up walking out of the room after 3 pumps in.
Oh, you sure?
Yes.
You sure is
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
I thought you get one
So you
condom per
haven't anybody at these parties.
No.
What you're saying is you willingly hold hands, walk girl into a room of niggas and go.
Well, that's not the only thing that happened. Like the first time it was 3 pumps, and I'm like, I can't do it. Like this is too much. She's like, oh, okay. It's like,
So why, if you keep going back, but you not fucking nobody?
However, he signed up for this and he should have known what to expect. So obviously, he was really being dishonest with himself. Of course, I don't know the guy, so it is what it is. But from what I'm hearing and what I'm seeing, he didn't like this shit, but he's gonna let it happen. Whether it be pride or some kind of made up bullshit alpha male ideology, I don't know what the fuck it is, but he should have just been honest with himself and kept that love for his woman all to himself. Was f***ing other women really worth letting the woman that he loves get fucked? I'm not gonna doubt that he sincerely regrets that situation. I would hate to be, I don't know how he's able to wake up every day, because me, I would not be able to wake up every morning and look in the mirror and have a fucking smile on my face. But hey, if he's able to just throw that experience away, throw that girl away, more power to him. Maybe she wasn't the one for him and maybe he wasn't the one for her. Who the fuck knows? But I will say, when it came to this situation, Moist spread more light on, you know, Sneako's L's. And of course, Sneako wouldn't take too kindly to this. And honestly, Sneako can't really be mad because he's the one who publicly gave the ammunition for Moist to do this in the first place. shit like this he shouldn't have shared on the internet. That's like the biggest piece of common sense that you could have. And of course, Sneako is going to be pissed. So what he does is he takes a pistol and starts waving it in front of a camera. I guess he's trying to make a meme out of the entire situation, but, you know, it strikes me as odd because he finds out that Moist is in Tampa, and he even says that he's going to go meet Moist. And, you know, having the gun, he's implying that he's going to probably do something to Moist with it.
The day after I posted my response, he went on stream and had a huge, unhinged tantrum and meltdown about the whole thing, and then he sent some of his viewers over. So I was joking with them, saying like, oh, you guys must have just stopped the cuties watch party over there at Sneako's stream, right? Welcome, cucks, that kind of shit. And it got really under his skin in a big way, so he started dancing around with the gun and threatening to come shoot me. So he kept saying, oh, you're in Tampa, right? I'll come see you, waving his gun around and dancing.
You want to watch my clips? Watch my clips. Watch my clips. You want me to watch your clips? Watch my clips. These are the only clips I'm watching, you were?
And really, waving a gun in front of the camera, man, are you serious? This is some of the most cringe, dusty, immature bull that I always see on the internet, man. Like, this wannabe hood is honestly getting played out, and it's just embarrassing to see right here. Why the is he gonna sit here and wave a gun in front of a camera when we know damn well this motherfucker hasn't shot or killed anybody? Not that that's anything to glorify in the first place, but it's really kind of just sad to watch. I hear that guy Moist is in fucking Tampa, so I'm gonna go out there. I'm probably gonna shoot his Look at my Glock. Genuinely flexing the fact that he has a gun. Oh my god, this is like some 12-year-old man. I got a gun. Look at me with my gun. I'm about to shoot you. Like, oh my god, I haven't seen motherfuckers carry on like this since 5th grade or even middle school, man. Just pretending and acting like you're gonna do something with a fucking weapon. It's so corny. I don't know how anyone is genuinely just sitting through that stream and thinking this guy is the man. Buckle in your seatbelt because honestly, it gets even more cringe than you can imagine. Everyone who has said anything that is relatively negative about Sneako, he's made a whole entire collage of them and he posted it on his Twitter.
For 3 months now, Sneako's had this adorable little collage that he made that looks like it's straight out of a 16-year-old girl's diary with pictures of boys from her class that she doesn't like. All about people that have hurt his feelings. This is his wall of shame for people that have insulted him online.
I don't know why he would do this. I don't know why he's like so caught up in what these guys are saying, but it's kind of pathetic because all he really can do is make fun of these guys for the way they look, their weight, and their skin color. He really just plays into the fact that these guys look like they fill in some type of nerdy stereotype. I say at this point, it's pretty obvious that Sneako really doesn't have anything on Moist, especially when he jumps to the point where he ends up wanting to fight Moist inside of the ring. And I think it's pretty obvious this is just another, attempt at getting some clout out of the entire situation. Because really, that's what these YouTube boxing events are all about. But it's really funny because Brandon Buckingham willingly wants to fight Sneako, yet he keeps ducking and avoiding him. And they also have the same build, so it gives a pretty honest and fair fight. And I think it's funny because Sneako, I remember one of his lines being, he'd say like this, hey, say that to my face. Say that to my face when you're not saying something behind a computer screen.
Tell that shit to my face. If you really stand on it, if you're a real man, stand on it and tell me to my face.
To the guy, hey, do you still have me unmuted on Rumble, Sneako? To the Rumbler that said I'm built like SpongeBob? Hey, yeah, when he had anchor arms, baby, look at that. Oh my god. Little 18-inch steel and glory. This is what Andrew Tate wishes he had. Built like SpongeBob. Goddamn right.
Bro.
Fucking anchor arms,
you
boy.
You look like a heroin
Go
addict.
Fucking hard. I'm big.
You look like you're
now
on
watch
fentanyl
Sneako
right now.
flex again. Your turn.
Bro, I'm not doing this gay bro.
Yet, then again, he chooses not to fight Brandon Buckingham, and then he chooses to hide behind a computer screen.
Then finally, when Brandon Buckingham is down to meet Sneako, he's there to box him. They're both similar sizes. Sneako would now rather just sit at home and tell jokes behind his computer.
I'd rather sit at home and yell at a camera, tell jokes than, risk my manhood falling flat for Brandon Buckingham, you know, if I lose the fight.
So now it's suddenly cool to just stay at home and keep it all online.
It's really not a good look in the slightest. It's really hypocritical of Sneako. Honestly, it's more than anything else. How are you gonna come at Moist and be on some say that to my face energy?
Stop pretending like you don't know what I'm saying. Watch
Tell me to my face.
Do it in chronological
Tell
order
me
too,
to
so it's a
my
nice storyline
face.
you guys can enjoy together.
Tell me to my face. Thanks for the time. This is Florida Man.
He said heroin
Oh,
addict.
shit.
But when it comes to Brandon, you're gonna choose to hide behind your computer.
I'd rather sit at home and yell at a camera, tell jokes than, you know, risk my manhood falling flat for Brandon Buckingham, you know, if I lose the fight.
What the? That's just so cowardly and like, what happened to being red pill and all about this alpha male? I sincerely doubt an alpha male would be so cowardly to begin with, unless that's the kind of stigma you motherfuckers really have. Motherfuckers have the audacity to use alpha as a badge to like title themselves with that f***ing word, but they're doing the least alpha shit I've ever seen. Stop being a bitch and fight Brandon Buckingham already, honestly. Because right now, all I see is this guy firing blanks and hitting nothing with it. If Sneako is really about his shit, whether he wins or loses, he should fight Brandon. But no, he's a f***ing coward and he sees Moist as an easy target. That's some weak-minded pussy shit. F*** that nigga for real. Sitting here trying to question f***ing Moist's manhood and shit. What about your manhood, dude? Really? You let your girl get f***ed. You keep talking shit over a computer. You're trying to threaten the dude with guns rather than fighting Brandon man to man with your own f***ing hands. Honestly, there's nothing manly about you, Sneako, and this is all I'm seeing from all your f***ing actions, bro. This shit is just disappointing as f*** to see.